We're over here getting our concrete tubes. They only have a couple at 12. I'm gonna show y'all what we got in here. Where's Titus, y'all? Ah! What you doing there, Titus?
Going back to my old hometown, picking up the years I leave behind. Getting in my car, I drive as memories fly.
It's I.A.G Farms, it's all about God. Up early this morning, finna get ready to do a lumber run. Got the truck hooked up to the trailer back here, and we're gonna get loaded up and head on down to the lumber house, lumber yard, and get loaded up on some lumber. We got a lumber list of things that we need to go ahead and get these poles in the ground in this barn / cabin that we're building around our camper. And we're excited about it. We're excited about getting these poles in the ground so that we can start framing out the roof. And you know, we had that 30-day timeline. Today is actually day 3. It's part 2. You know, I didn't do any recording yesterday because I didn't do a whole lot. I didn't do anything interesting, you know. But yeah, so this is actually day 3, but it's gonna be part 2 to this series. And we're only 3 days in to our 30 days of trying to build a barn / cabin, you know, in 30 days. So it's exciting, and yeah, we're excited to see what we can get done today. So let's get loaded up, me and the boys. We're gonna head down to Home Depot to the lumber yard and see what we can get into. Let's see what we can get into for the rest of the day. Come on. I.A.G Farms, it's all about God. All right, y'all, so it's the next morning. As y'all can see, we're working on these holes. Me and Tim Jr. went on ahead and got the rebar put in the holes. And now we're gonna work on pouring our footers. I'm thinking about putting in about 6-inch footers in these holes. Let me turn around so you can see the hole. So yeah, I'm thinking about putting 6-inch footers in these holes. But I had a rebar in there, as you can see. And now I just need to get my footer poured. And after I get my footer poured, I can go ahead and put my concrete tube or my sonotube in there after the footer cures, you know, for a couple hours, maybe a day. I might let it cure for a day. But that quickcrete gets hard pretty quick. And but yeah, so after the footer cures, I'm gonna come in with my sonotube, put that in there, and then get that filled up with dirt. And as I showed you all yesterday, not dirt but concrete. And as I showed you all yesterday, I'm gonna use these brackets here to as my post connectors, and then this bracket, the bottom of it goes down into the quickcrete, and yeah, that'll make a solid connection point. So yeah, that's what we got going this morning. I need to get down here and feed these animals, take care of these farm chores. It's still early. I hadn't did anything other than get up, drink coffee, eat breakfast, and put in those that rebar. So let me go ahead and feed these animals, and then me and Tim Jr. get set up and get ready to pour some concrete and get some footers in those holes.
Open up the heavens, come rain down your presence. Jesus, come, inhabit the praise of the sinner and saint. Jesus, come, and Jesus, move. Here and now, we call on you, Lord, come and meet us today. Here and now, have your way. Open up the heavens, come rain down your presence. We know there's more, so much more. Here and now, we call on you, Lord, come and meet us today. Here and now, have your way. Open up the heavens, come rain down your presence. We know there's more, there is so much more.
All right, y'all, so let's kind of walk around and show y'all what we've done. Let me just turn the camera around and just show you. So all right, let's just look at this hole. So as you see, I don't know if you can see or not, we have our concrete footer down there poured. Then we have our rebar coming up, and it stops at about ground level. I think that's right, because I might have actually should have brought that rebar a little bit higher, because my sonotube is actually gonna come all the way up to about right there, but that's how we got it, so it's gonna be all right. And let me just walk you around and show you. I don't know if you can see that line on camera, but we have a line. This line here, this is actually where the post is gonna go. So our bracket our post is gonna go here, you know, in this little section here, and so that's where our bracket will go once we get our sonotube in the ground. And that line also represents level all the way around. To show you this little, we got a little line level here. It's gonna focus, a little bubble level. And what you do is on this little line level, show them what we do. Show them how you move it down.
So if you want to move it forward some more, you do this.
Yeah, so you're able just to slide it down and get this whole line level all the way around.
And then you look at it, and if the bubbles right here, that means it's level.
That's right.
If it's over
so you can
here
see,
or over here, it's
see
not.
Focus. Will it focus? I guess it's not gonna focus. But yeah, as you see, it's you can see the bubble from there is a level right in the middle of those lines. It won't focus. But yeah, we did that all the way around on all these little pink lines, as you see, going all the way around. And on every corner, we had these lines stretched out. And so these lines will tell us where to put our sonotube at, and then these corners will tell us where to put our bracket at. So once we fill the sonotubes up with concrete, we'll know exactly where to put our bracket at. And so that's kind of where we're at now. And we took a little break because we thought that the concrete would be done drying and curing with the footers, because it's pretty hot out here today in Mississippi. It starts out cold in the morning, but then it gets hot in the evening, or during the day at least, and then it cools back down in the evening when the sun goes down. But yeah, so we're just waiting right now. As you see, we had the hose and had the sonotubes ready, and we're just waiting for the footers to dry and cure. Like I said, I'm a little bit concerned about not coming up high enough with those with that rebar on some of those holes on this back side, because this downhill side here, as you can see, I actually probably could add another piece of rebar, because I have some extra rebar. Let's see what we got, because the concrete is still wet. While I'm thinking about it, maybe I could just add a longer piece of rebar, because I have more rebar. Maybe I could just pound another piece of rebar in there on some of these taller sides. That way we'll have some rebar, some structural integrity in the concrete that's gonna be poured up high. Because as you can see, I don't know if you can see that back corner back there. You probably can't see the line, but that sonotube there is gonna come about a foot out of the ground, you know, to get everything level. It's not too bad on this back side here, because everything is only about maybe 6 inches out of the ground on this first side here. But that other side, I think I might pound some more rebar in the ground and get it to come out of the ground a little bit more. So my sonotube, my concrete, I had some structural stability, you know, that comes out of the ground on this side. Yeah, so we're just waiting for these footers to dry. And I think that we're probably gonna end the video here, because the video is probably getting kind of long now, because it's 2 days worth of video. And but we yesterday we did like a lumber run, a material run, and we just spent all day, you know, going back and forth to different lumber yards and Home Depots and things like that. And so today we've been working hard, as y'all have seen. We've been pouring footers, cutting rebar, and leveling the barn site up. And so it's about lunchtime now. Mama should be here pretty soon. My wife should be here pretty soon with lunch for us. And we'll probably take a break, run to town, let these footers dry. And hopefully, you know, sometime this evening we'll better put the sonotubes in and start getting them tamped in. But we'll say that for the next video. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. It's I.A.G Farms. We'll see y'all on the next one.
Open up the heavens, come rain down your presence. Jesus, come.